what a face-off win is and what it isn't. Statistically, might mean one thing, and Harvard takes it a different way.
Yeah, I talked to Jerry Byrne at some length yesterday. I've known Jerry for a very long time. So you'll see Penn has won the draw. Harvard's going to keep competing. They're not, and there it is. They knocked him out of bounds. It's two perfect examples, Joe, of they may not win the draw cleanly. So that face-off would count as a win for Penn statistically. But the reality is Harvard has the ball, and they're going to get a clean shot right here. So Harvard wants to compete to the death to make sure they don't lose faceoffs.
No one's been more valuable to Penn than Carroll. There's Cam Rubin sharing it, and it's our first look at Penn's offense. Rubin providing so much of that this season. What else is new? Cam Rubin scores from outside. And now we turn our attention back to the face-off X of this tie game at 1. Matt Baracco taking this draw for Harvard. Baracco unable to come up with the win against Mac Eldridge cleanly, but now it's finally scooped out. Here come the Crimson. Transition game working again, and King goes low to score. And that's the player to watch, Sam King. That's his 61st point of the year and his 29th goal. Now it is a 2-1 Harvard lead on the battle for this. And here comes Edward Arnold, another senior on senior day for Penn. Good ball movement, and Tynan Walsh finishes it off on the crease feed from Luke Denola. Pretty play.
Or whether they'll be content to just dump it. If they're going to go, they got to go now.
Good catch by Shane inside, off the pipe. Bouncing near the crease. And eventually, well, the ball's still loose. Barnard getting swatted at by Ben Smith.
So watching Lavelle against King as this plays out, we'll be very curious to see how this, and that'll determine a lot as to how this game goes.
Good find inside, and Carroll somehow made the save, but an own goal for Penn. Or is it? No, a crease violation. Wow, that was a tense moment avoided.
Penn starting in a 1-3-2 if counting from behind.
What's the key to getting the EMO going? Because it's kind of been hit or miss for Penn.
It has been hit or miss. They had, wait, good look there.
Oh, that'll help.
Yeah, that really simple there.
Tynan Walsh going in front for Griffin Skane, and he dunks it to give Penn their first lead of the game.
Now he's showing a left hand as well, right? So the first two goals, here he comes left-handed, tons of room inside. He's really a great shooter and finds good shots, right? He's finding the right spaces and getting in the right spots.
10 seconds in the quarter. Is Penn going to get a shot off here?
Got to go quick.
And now a save there for Barnard. Flings it the length. And an exciting, jam-packed first quarter comes to a close. Logan Ipp going to work for the Crimson. King left alone on the doorstep. Carroll made the save. It's sitting right there on the goal line, and he scooped it up. Oh, my. Emmett Carroll thanking his lucky stars. That one didn't go.
Creating motion, getting their flow going offensively, getting a really high-quality shot, even if it doesn't go in, to start to establish the fact that they can get shots, get to the inside like that. Great save.
Another big-time save for Barnard. He got free all alone on the doorstep moments ago. Somehow the ball stayed out.
Stick broke in half.
Now a shot. Carroll saved it. Now back behind the cage. Denola has a short stick on him. It's Logan Ipp who's also defending. Denola off the pipe. King backpedaling, gives it up. Arendt coming to the near side, and Malone.
Malone with a short stick, and it's Leo Hoffman, by the way. That got blocked in front.
Now a flag is down. Carroll racing to this one. Absorbing some contact as well. Ball goes out of bounds. Now we'll see about this flag against Harvard. Denola coming back up top. Walsh feeds it low across the way, and a score. Tic-tac goal. Luke Denola.
Ball was really rotating well. Joe, if they show this play again, you'll see that Denola, that should be a left-handed player on that backside. He actually catches it right-handed. When you see this ball come across the crease, it's a really good look here on the diagonal. He catches it actually right-handed from the low angle and still scores. That's usually a lefty with his stick to the inside, like you'd see in ice hockey. That time they didn't really have it. They didn't have the lane to get it through.
Pass was knocked down. Harvard didn't see it. Smith lets it fly, and a save made in tight by Barnard again. Ip on the bounce shot from distance. 7:31 left in the first half, and Ip providing a little bit more breathing room for Harvard.
He's really impressive, Joe. He carries the ball well. He clears it well. Goes right, left, split. Not afraid to let it go. Perfect opposite stick low shot. Here comes Logan Ip again. He's dangerous, and he's quick.
Dumps it down low. Shot in tight. Carroll made that save. And now a feed in front. Open goal and a score. Graham Blake. He's a big-time goal scorer, but they don't get a whole lot easier than that for him. Carroll taking a chance, and he got burned.
It's a really good ground. It was a little bit lucky, to be very honest, because they tried to force a shot. Spidell did that wasn't really there. The ball squirts out. He wins a ground ball because 2 or 3 Penn guys were going for it, picks it up, and now all of a sudden the net's wide open. So you'll see this ground ball, a good one, gets rid of it quickly, and the net was open, boom, goal.
Second goal of the game for Graham. Spidell picks up the assist. Now a dodge in from Hilsenrath. Inside, and the score! Orant scores. That's goal number 8 on the year. Not a guy who really lights it up, but he caught Carroll by surprise on that one with the bounce shot, and it's 9-5 Harvard.
It kind of was a very good series for Penn defensively, and then all of a sudden, Orant kind of comes down this lane. Didn't look like he had a ton of mustard on this thing. Actually, she's got a good shoulders in. Really pretty shot just inside the pipe.
Doesn't get a whole lot better than that around the stick as well. You know, it might be my mind playing tricks on me, George, but it feels like that missed shot was kind of like a turning point. Not a whole lot has gone right for Penn since then. Now a shot in. Carroll makes that save. And that cameraman in the corner, he was living right. He just did the Matrix dodge to miss that ball. Holy smokes. Take the red pill, my man.
It's a dangerous spot there to be sitting there, like, because you have no ability to really move that much if you're in a seated position.
Man, what I would give, I hope that he just clicked his finger right before dodging out of the way to see that ball coming right at the lens. Here comes Lavelle after that missed shot.
You're down 4, you haven't scored in a good while. You need to sort of get your momentum back and get your confidence back.
Skane coming back up top. Rubin, he's provided them, and he does it again. Cam Rubin, another goal. And the senior delivers to stop a long Harvard run.
Really was. And we've talked about Cam. He's just such a good shooter and such a nice player. He's left-handed, so they're going to let him go right to a little bit. And again, quality of shooting. On the run, hands-free. Harvard's goalie is a smaller guy, right? He's not a tall guy. Upper corner, done. If Shipley was a lethal shooter, he'd be like a 40 goals a year game. 40 goals per year guy. He gets by his man. He just glides by them so effective. He's like a basketball player that knows how to glide to the basket. If he was a lethal shooter, watch, here he goes again. He can go left. He just glides right by him.
Lets it fly. That time, that shot was elite. James Shipley.
I think it was Rubin, Joe.
Oh, it was Rubin.
Yeah,
Check that. Cam Rubin again, another one. That's the hat trick for Cam Rubin. And he says, Sam King, I'm coming for you.
Great little half split.
Wow.
Keeps it in his left, which is his preferred side, and just quality of shooting. It's a beautiful shot.
20 seconds left until halftime. This is Peterson on the bounce. It didn't make it through. Harvard still with possession. Feeding in front. Malone left alone, and a big save made one-on-one by Emmett Carroll. And the senior has really shown why he is so dangerous for Penn. And Harvard trying to dig this one out. Looked as though Penn was going to have it cleanly. Hasn't happened yet. And this will go down to Penn.
Wow. In the old days, they would have called that a push from behind.
Oh, they switched it. They changed it the other way. Now a dodge in from Skane. Passes behind his head. Here's Rubin. He's free. And a big save. Barnard makes that stop. Blake feeding it ahead. Penn working the transition game. Well, there's another turnover.
It's unbelievable that his teammates are not screaming to him, watch your back, watch your back, watch your back.
A low shot, and that's not what Harvard was looking for on the other side from Greg Campisi.
This is a great game for him to play, for Leo Hoffman to get involved. They need other players to step into the scoring sheet here. Clean shot, great save.
Somehow that stayed out. Hard to believe that he only has 8 so far, but it feels like the 8 have been big.
Yeah, I agree. Here's Sam King against a short. This is trouble for Penn.
King dumps
Logan
it off. Ip going low. Save made
Ball's
Carroll.
loose.
And a battle for this one. It skitters by the goal mouth, and Carroll has to come out to grab it. Hugh Mullane gets it back. Mullane dodges inside, has space. Inside, a score! Ben Smith able to swat that one in. And you talked about the first goal being big. It belongs to Penn at 9-8.
It was almost a Sam King type of goal, right? You got Hugh Mullane, who makes a really nice dodge. We haven't seen him in a while, by the way, the last couple of games. He gets by his man effectively, sees Ben Smith, off stick low. Here it comes. Smart shot inside the pipe. Boom, goal. That's the way Ben Smith has to play. Got some space over here with against the short.
Mullane again. Rubin lets it fly and scores. Cam Rubin evens the game at 9 with another high to low missile, and it's a brand new game here in the third quarter.
Quality of shooting, Joe. There it is. Right, Rubin gets his hands free. He places it opposite the stick side low. It's a perfectly placed shot. Good, smart look, clean look. One catch, here we go. He's open, catches it, takes a look. Opposite stick low. It's a really hard shot to stop. That's quality shooting right there by Cam Rubin. Yep, they just refuse to give up. And Penn will get credit for the win there, but Harvard's going to get credit for getting the ball.
A dog pile right outside the crease. Harvard comes out with it. Picking with his chest and then turned it into a back pick. Now feet inside. Arnold, a backhanded shot. That one saved down low. Yep, trying to get free. Getting hacked at by Lavelle. King keeping it moving. Now shot in tight. Carroll makes that save again.
That was 1 inch. Again, that's right on our angle. He's really showing his right hand has improved significantly this year. He was kind of all left last year and now has both.
He's got that counter punch, and that's allowed him to become Penn's leading goal scorer. Skane to Rubin from distance. Rubin pumps it home. There's Steph Curry range for you from the outside. Rubin gives Penn the lead.
Feels like this is turning into Cam Rubin against Sam King, for crying out loud, Joe. And Emmett Carroll against Christian Barnard. I mean, what a shot. He's shot clock evaporating. Up the wing from distance. There's a screen through there, too. I think he was screened by his own players.
Might have been 2 players screening Barnard there. And
they might be able to go the whole third quarter without giving up a goal, which starts to establish Penn's defense, which is the strength and the core of their team.
That's how they've been built. That one kicked out. Nicely done. Denola gets a return feed from Rubin. Getting inside. A shot and a score. Denola threads the needle to Tynan Walsh, who pumps it home to score, and a 2-goal lead now for Penn.
I thought that was Christian Barnard's worst moment of the day, actually. You'll see this little swing cut coming from Tynan Walsh behind the goal. It was a really good pass by, was it Denola that made that pass? Yeah,
it was.
But there's not a lot, so here's a little swing cut from behind. Just not a lot of angle here. There's not a ton of angle there. I feel like if you fill that goal up and you make yourself bigger, that's going to hit you in the hip or your chest pad. That's Penn's winning formula. Keep the score down.
Shipley dumping that off. Rubin feeds inside, and Walsh scores! Tynan Walsh scores on the doorstep. A late call. Barnard thought that he might have had it, but Tynan Walsh with a pair of second-half goals have been huge for Penn.
This is a really pretty diagonal look across, too. You'll see it come. Here comes a diagonal look down low. I thought he saved it. Is that ball inside the goal? I guess it is. I was sure he saved that ball. That's right on the angle we're looking, and it felt like he shot it stick side high, and the goalkeeper had saved it.
Dumped off.
Nice ground ball there to continue the possession.
Shipley with a short stick on him. Dodges, shoots, and gets stoned in tight. Barnard with a big save right on the doorstep. And now Carroll helping out on the clear. Approaching 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter here. Carroll.
Trouble.
Checked.
Trouble.
Trouble, open cage is right. Harvard with a chance. King. He scores. Carroll caught out of the net, and Harvard cuts it to a 2-goal lead. You called it trouble way before that happened.
Yeah. He got caught in his opposite stick side. He's right-handed. He's trapped here, and there's no way out. I would have just chucked it. You're up by 3 goals. Just throw it out the back line 100 yards away. Don't risk this happening.
I got to say, Emmett Carroll's going to see Jack Spidell in his dreams tonight. As he got that one on the goal line, and then that one there. Spidell created the takeaway. Peterson finds Zip. Back up top for King. Blake is on him. Dropped him and scores! Dropped his man, then dropped the hammer. Sam King. How good has King been today? We talked about slowing him down if you're Penn. Well, it's almost like he heard us down on the field. He said, don't forget about me.
He gets the ball here. I think Peter Blake falls down. He tries to play body. He crosses his feet up. Oops, he falls down, and then boom. Boy, if you're Penn, you'd love to ride like crazy here and force a turnover. That would be a home run. Big redirect.
Just tipped,
There
and that's out. There you go. That's the stop that Penn wanted. And now a break. A shot on Smith. A huge save, Barnard.
God, that is unbelievable save.
Blake sharing it. Spidell, who's had a big game for Harvard as well. Peterson scores!
Wow.
Ties the game at 12. 6:43 to go. And Peterson scores a monster goal to equalize. Harvard faithful liking what they see. George, what do you see here?
This is just a great play. They like this pop out where they get going down the wing. He comes flying through, switches hands to his right. I'm surprised Emmett sometimes come off his line a little bit and stepped out, and the ball went in. He just came off his line.
Not this guy, though. Sam King has been an absolute beast for Harvard. Botchkis. Intercepted by Carroll. What a read. Dumps it off. Rubin's shot blocked. Now fed in front. A shot and a score!
God, that is unbelievable.
Ben Smith scores, but how about the dish from right in front of the Penn bench to make this play? Holy smokes, Penn goes back in front.
I think that was Tynan Walsh, Joe. The shot clock's at almost 0. He just whips it inside. Ben Smith quickly catches it and scores. Wow.
Man, that dish, Tynan Walsh has to be feeling good about that.
I think they're looking for this little throwback play where you get Shipley going down the alley and then Rubin bumps off and gets the throwback. Trouble here. Smart play to keep possession. Good into what a backdoor cut.
Oh, man,
Wow.
Rubin left his man behind. You see the reaction right there from his man, Andrew O'Barry, saying, I can't believe I let Rubin get away.
Ugh.
And he made him pay with a huge goal for Penn.
He just, for all the kids watching now, you want to see a great backdoor cut. This is it. He stepped inside his man. Boy, if we could run that highlight again just a little bit more, because the defender covering Rubin turned his face toward the ball. He lost Rubin for a second. Rubin backdoor cut right behind him and was wide open. It was such a smart play with off the ball.
Shipley trying to get around him. Rolls into the double. Now the triple for Shipley. Passes behind his head. 11 to shoot. Fed in front. And Smith
God,
is
what a
stoned
save.
again by Barnard. He knocked it down, though. But Barnard gets it back. And now Harvard's still alive, down 2 after a good defensive set. They have 2 timeouts. That pass doesn't connect. Battle for it. Lavelle chops it, keeps it alive, and Penn takes it over. Monster play by Brendan Lavelle.
Boy, if you're Harvard, that is the worst possible thing that could have happened, a turnover. Penn's doubled here. They've got to get out of there. There's trouble. Where's his help?
Shane coming on. Shooting, open goal,
What a
diving save! Holy smokes! Owen Guest laying out to make that stop. Get that man a goalie stick, not that he needs it. Another save in tight. Carroll makes that stop. 1:05 left, a battle for this one. A push is called, Penn possession. Check this out, George, this is preposterous.
Look at this.
Open gauge.
What a play.
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Owen Guest.
That was unbelievable save. And got it right out, too. Notice he got up and zipped it up the field. Okay.
Last minute of play, regulation time, 1 minute.
All right, we're inside the final minute.
Oh, no!
Carroll.
Just throw it. Turn around and throw it. Just throw it deep.
Well, that's not bad right there.
Yeah, they got rid of it at least.
Lavelle, open cage, 1 hop, 2 hops and goal. Brendan Lavelle. The 10-man ride was on, and that's the cost. Lavelle able to fill it up from the outside.
Wow, you so rarely see those go in. You see these guys shooting from 80 and 90 yards. They usually miss. I mean, this is from the 25-yard line. So it's it's online and it goes in. Wow.
So for Lavelle, his first of the season. And now Smith will restart play here. 18.5 seconds left. Penn is going to survive Harvard, who gave him a scare at Franklin Field, but it's going to be 10 wins in a row for the Penn Quakers against the Harvard Crimson.
It's incredible.
That's going to do it. Final score, 15-12. Penn clinches their spot in the Ivy League tournament, and the celebration is on at Franklin Field.